Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to do a full day of eating with you all today to kind of see how macros would change throughout the process. So my coach did cut my macros yesterday, lost about 30 grams of carbs and 10 grams of fats. So for those who don't track macros, that's about 200 calories. So I'm about to cook up some breakfast. It is 6:45 in the morning. I'm gonna go to work and we are going to pump later today. So I'll take you along with each meal, what I pack to work, and kind of show you my macro breakdown. So yeah, good morning. End result for you, breakfast for the both of us. Mine is on this right. It has 75 grams of egg whites, 1 egg, 20 grams of zucchini, 20 grams of spinach, 1 piece of toast, and 30 grams of avocado. Oh, and I can't forget. These are my go-to seasonings in the morning. I put this chili lime one on my eggs and everything but the bagel seasoning on my toast. They're amazing. All right, it is lunchtime, a little later than I wanted, and at my desk, which I don't prefer, but work got a little hectic. I'm sure y'all know how that goes. So today, and most days when I'm at work, I do have a chicken salad. So here I have a serving of chicken on top of a bed of lettuce. In the corner, I have my little makeshift dressing, which today is 50 grams of cottage cheese and 2 tablespoons of a low-calorie barbecue sauce. I put it on top of my salad and it is absolutely delicious. I also have cucumbers, some jicama sticks, and a small wedge of cheese. So while this is a relatively low-calorie meal, it is a lot of food, so it keeps me full for quite some time. It's now about 3:30, which is my typical snack time. This is kind of my low throughout the day, so I need some energy about this time to make it through the end of my work. Typically, I do split this up into a morning and an afternoon snack, but today got a little busy, so it's all in one. I do have fat-free yogurt, plain yogurt that I put a small serving of protein powder into, gives it a little nice flavor, and then I have some Joe's O's cereal and some cocoa nibs. Also, don't forget that prep life, always have a rice cake with PB Fit and some banana on top. So just got home from work and man, it was a day. So we're gonna go get a pump in real quick. It's almost 5:45, so This is my pre-pump meal, and I do eat this if I work out in the evening or in the morning. This is the exact same thing that I eat every time. I really enjoy it. It's just enough carbs, and I know how my body reacts to it. So I tend to eat this no matter what time I work out throughout the day. It is a quarter cup of oats. It's about 20 grams. Pop that in the microwave. So just pop that into the microwave, and then I do add 75 grams of pumpkin puree. If you haven't tried this in your oatmeal, it's honestly my favorite thing. I can't eat oatmeal without it anymore. It adds a lot of volume. I really like the texture and the flavor of it. I also add 25 to 50 grams of egg whites depending on how much protein I have left in the day. Today is only going to be 25 grams of egg whites, and this really gives it more of like a fluffy texture. So there's lots of different ways you can play with your oatmeal, fill out your macros, and make the texture how you like it. I'm also going to add 8 to 10 grams of these mini chocolate chips, just because life's too short without chocolate. So it's really like less than 40 calories with the amount that I put in, and yeah, I'll show you the final product. Look how good that this looks. Guys, this is like my favorite meal of every single day. Jorman's laughing at me over there because he knows that it's true. I can eat oatmeal like every day, sometimes multiple times a day. So if you don't like oatmeal, you're not making it right. I might do a whole video just on oatmeal. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this, then we're gonna go to the gym, dinner after, and my favorite thing of all, at the very end, I'm gonna do a protein waffle. Well, that's my second favorite thing. This is still my first. So yeah, time to go get a pump.
All right, this is our dinner, kind of a his and hers burrito bowl. There wasn't much to show here because this entire meal was meal prepped the Sunday before. If you're interested in that meal prep, go check out my previous vlog. It actually meal preps out all of my lunches and a few of my dinners this week. So all I had to do was throw this in a bowl and warm it all up. It is ground turkey, some cauliflowered rice, reduced guilt guacamole, some cabbage, and a lovely low-carb tortilla.
All right, time for the last meal of the day. I'm gonna make a protein waffle. It's about 8:50, so I'm gonna go to bed within the next half an hour or so. I do not like going to sleep hungry. It's like my least favorite thing in the world. So I do make sure I have a snack or a small mini meal before I go to bed. I'd rather be hungry a little bit in the morning or throughout the day than go to bed hungry. That's not a good idea. So tonight we're gonna have a protein waffle. I am gonna use this Bomar blueberry cheesecake. It's actually really good. I was extremely surprised by this flavor. I also tried the cinnamon roll one, also pretty good, but this blueberry cheesecake is the winner so far. So the protein waffle recipe is super easy. It is 1 full scoop of protein. I'm gonna weigh that out. One egg. You can also make it with egg whites. I've tried it once and it turned out pretty much the same. It does get a little more crunchy with the actual egg in it, but I'm sure I'll be using egg whites if I run out of fats one day. And then a half teaspoon of just regular baking powder. So yeah, mix that all up. Guys, I bought a little tiny waffle maker, like it's like the size of my hand. So I get about 4 mini waffles out of it. I really like it, but you can use it with a regular waffle maker too. Make sure it's all mixed up. If you
have any other recipes that you really like using your protein powders with, or specifically the Bomar ones? I know they're pretty good for baking. Comment them below. I love trying new baking recipes, and as long as it's just with protein powder these days, I'd love to try them out. So make sure you spray the waffle maker really well between each time. When the waffles stick and you forget to do it, you'll know. So that's it for my little tiny waffle maker. I put each waffle on for about 2 to 2.5 minutes. I'm sure that'll vary depending on yours, that you can watch it. It's pretty simple. Other than that, I'll show you the final results. So waffles are done. I'm gonna add a little bit of this Walden Farms pancake syrup to it. I do use this during prep. It's 0 calories, so that's a way to get a little bit of sweetness into it. But these are like pretty good by themselves too, and they are pretty crunchy. So I'm gonna eat the waffles before they get soggy, and this is a full day of eating. I will show you my macros in the next slide and an overview of my Fitness Pal. So hope you enjoyed my full day of eating, and I'm gonna eat my waffles. So good. Okay, I lied. I kind of put a lot of syrup on my waffles, but it's just so much better that way. I also cut up my waffles like a lot. They don't look as pretty when I eat them as what they do at the beginning. Highly recommend trying protein waffles if you have a hard time keeping your protein up. Or if you get busy at work and you find yourself at the end of the day and you don't necessarily want a protein shake. I'm really big on eating my protein, and I think this is an awesome way to do it because it's delicious. So definitely try these out, and I will let you know if I come up with any other really good baking protein recipes. All right, good night, guys. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, April 14th, and we made it through another week. So coffee cheers to that. First week of prep officially down. I think it went really well. My energy has still been pretty high. I've been a little bit hungry, but that's not surprising with a macro cut like that. So high energy, had some great workouts at the gym, smooth sailing into this first week, and I'm ready to rock another week. So now that you have seen a full day of eating and what I typically eat on a meal prep, I wanted to explain to you why I count macros and why this process works for me. So to preface, I do not want to knock anyone who chooses to do meal preps throughout their competition or as a form of dieting. And what I mean by meal preps is having a coach give you specific meals that you eat at specific times of the day. Kind of what you would think of as the traditional chicken or fish and rice diet if you are meal prepping for a competition. There are a variety of different meal preps, and coaches can give a variety of different meal options. However, I choose to use macros, so if meal prepping works for you, I 100% support that if that helps you achieve your goals, but I want to explain why I choose macros and how it's helped me achieve my goals. So the first reason why I chose to track macros is I'm really focused on micronutrients and how micronutrients affect my body and help me perform. So micronutrients are vitamins and minerals that your body needs in small amounts over an extended period of time. So for example, a good micronutrients that you might think of are omega-3 or omega-6 fatty acids,
vitamin C, vitamin D. For example, your coffee has micronutrients. Fun fact of the day, it has magnesium and potassium in it. So being able to control and see what micronutrients I'm eating throughout the day, I feel has a large effect on my performance. And what I mean by that is it affects my hormone levels, my energy. If I'm deficient in one area of micronutrients, I might see cravings pop up. So being able to count macros helps me control the amount of micronutrients that I'm eating throughout the week. And the way that I achieve this is by eating a variety of food. So I don't necessarily always have sweet potatoes or rice with dinner. Sometimes I'll have a different starchy vegetable, or I'll swap out green beans with broccoli or Brussels sprouts. So getting a variety of fruits and vegetables in my diet is a way to achieve my micronutrients, and I feel like I perform better and just feel better when I have that variety of food. Reason number 2, why I prefer macros. I think that the process of tracking macros has helped me build a healthy relationship with food. And this is kind of two-part. The first I really didn't experience until after my first bikini prep. Transitioning after prep life, you start incorporating a little more food, you have a little more freedom, and I feel the transition was very easy for me because I did count macros. I didn't have to introduce fruit back into my diet or be scared of adding chocolate or things that weren't allowed on prep. Yes, I did get more food, but fruit was always a part of my prep. It might have been in small quantities. So after prep, I was just allowed to eat a little bit more. I went to the 80-20 rule, 80% clean, 20% sweets. So counting macros allows me to have a good balance throughout prep that doesn't allow me to really fall off the train once the competitions are over. So I like it because it allows me to eat the same thing and be in this right mindset year-round on and off prep. Ooh, okay, another added benefit that comes out of counting macros that I've learned after doing it for a year or two is that I'm really good at now gauging what a proper meal size is for me. I have this weird power, I swear I can cut 30 grams of a banana every single time. So, for example, this helps because when I go out to eat in the off season at a restaurant, or even when I'm not tracking meticulously in the off season, I really know what a proper, that's a lovely airplane going by if you can hear that. Anyways, I can see what a proper plate portion is for me and how my body will respond to that, how my energy levels are. So by tracking macros so meticulously during the prep season, in the off season I'm able to gauge what a good plate looks like, what a good meal looks like. And it's really helped me out to sustain this in the long run. My last and final reason number 3, and this is more of a personal reason, might have to deal with my personality, the way I like to have control over my food, is I would not be able to eat chicken and fish and rice every single meal for 18 to 20 weeks or however long the prep is. So I guess reason number 3 I would title control. I like to have control over my meals. If I had a coach telling me that I had to eat fish, asparagus, and sweet potatoes before my lift every single day for 18 weeks, I would probably want to punch him in the face. So Kate, thanks for not doing that to me. I really enjoy this process a lot better. And if you do have a coach that plans out your meals like that and you're able to adhere to it, kudos to you. I think that takes tremendous willpower. However, for me, I think I would pretty much rebel and say, you know what, I'm gonna have some egg whites instead, or I'm gonna have oatmeal. The variety in the day-to-day life and how I like to organize my food, I think, is a real benefit of macros. Yes, it does take more work. I have to log everything into my FitnessPal. That's definitely a con to counting macros. But after you do it for several months or even several years, this becomes easy. You have all your meals already in your FitnessPal. and it becomes just so quick. You do it the night before you go to bed, and my entire meals the next day, I already know that I'm gonna hit 100%. So having this control over what I eat, I think, is really beneficial to me, and it has worked for myself. So those are my 3 reasons why I choose macros. I hope that that gives you a little bit of insight of why the process has worked for me, and if you feel like giving it a try for yourself. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Week complete. I hope you achieved some of your goals as well. Moving forward and on to another week, 17 weeks out, let's get to work.